I just got back. I just completed a 1 hour run. I actually just did a video and then it cut out early, so I'm doing it again. So yeah, I did an hour run. Really proud of myself. It wasn't easy this morning. I wasn't going to do it because I've had a couple of weeks off of doing my running in the park, which is so important to me. And I just, all the stress at the moment, dealing with the financial debts, all these appointments I'm going through, working on my mental health, still struggling with the OCD on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I broke my routine, so I was really scared, like really worried of losing it. So I've put like 2 years of effort in, and as I said, I want to try and run a marathon and continue running. And now I'm using running as a tool as for help me with my mental health. It does help. It doesn't take all of it away, but it definitely helps. So yeah, the hardest part was getting out of bed this morning. I was watching a video on YouTube. This guy, I don't know who this guy is, seemed like a nice guy, and he runs. And he was saying that the hardest bit is also getting out of bed, getting yourself out of bed. Once you get on the run, you get into it. It's the hardest part for me. It might be different for some people, but generally that is the hardest bit for everyone. So I aim just to do 30 minutes today, as I said, because I've been training in the gym. I'm going to go gym today. I do quite an intense routine. And I just wanted to keep that routine going again. I don't want to lose that routine, like 2 years of effort, a couple of weeks out. And I end up doing an hour today, really proud of myself. And as I said, the hardest part of the run for me is not the run itself, it's the OCD and my anxiety and intrusive thoughts. I'm dealing with them every day anyway, but usually when I go for a run, they get triggered. It still came today, not as bad as I thought, but that's the hard bit of the run. It's battling with my anxiety, OCD, and all the negative thoughts and unwanted intrusive thoughts whilst you're going on the run. So it's really disruptive and really annoying, but that's what I've got to deal with. So yeah, I do feel a lot better. But the only thing I want to say is, going for a run for an hour it's not going to take away my depression, anxiety, and OCD, but it gives me a bit of strength. It's like medication. It gives me the strength to keep going. But it's if I don't do it, I'll be much worse. But yeah, these things take time. So running is life changing, and training and fitness and exercise, but it ain't gonna fix you and change you in a day or a couple of weeks or even a few months. You've got to stick to it. There's no telling how long it's gonna take, but it's a full commitment, and you just got to keep going. And you notice that you make progress over the period of time. You start to notice it and track it. And there's times where you regress, where you think, oh, I'm not making progress. I'm going back, and that happens at times. And then you've got to pick up from there, go forward. So it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You go up, you go down. But the main principle, as all of you know, it's cliche now, but it's consistency and not giving up and continuing to keep going over the long haul. And it kind of, as I said, it's like a therapy. It adds a little bit onto my recovery, things I've learned in therapy, my ongoing battle with this OCD. It sets me up for the rest of the day with reading and keeping me busy, because as I said, if I'm not able to work at the moment, I can't just sit in bed all day. I just get really depressed. So I've got to have at least a routine of training, trying to spend a little bit of time with family and friends if I can. I'm not always in the mood. And then just keep making the progress every day and just hope to get better. So what else is there? Yeah, that's it really. So that was the hardest part, getting out of bed. And now it gives me that bit of confidence back. And that's the hard part about it. You can put so much hours in, and you get in such a good routine. You make so much good progress on running. And if you just take a week or two out, for me anyway, you feel like you're going to lose everything that you built up. So it's like 2 years of effort can be lost with a couple of weeks of not running and breaking that routine, and all the sort of positive things that's generally for me come around running. So if I go for a run and I keep it up, usually I'm more inspired to eat healthy, and then my whole sort of thought process can be a bit more positive throughout the day. It kind of sets the day up. It kind of puts all the pieces together and makes you want to keep going. Whereas if I don't do the run, it's like 100 times more difficult dealing with my mental health, with the OCD and the anxiety and the stress of life and everything else I've got to deal with, responsibilities, appointments, bills, all the things. So just want to think about doing the next one now. So that's it really. Yeah, not really in the mood to talk too much today. I haven't really got much more to say. I can't really think now. I'm gonna have a shower, do a bit of reading, and want to focus on going to the gym later on. And yeah, that's it really. That's all I've got to say.